Hey, $1 an hour is probably better than no dollars per hour. That's the cool thing with
Yo,
KPP. Yo,
yo,
Aiden, how you doing?
what
Hey,
up?
Vin.
What's good?
You got
Hold
a
on,
Morning.
camera.
camera
Give
or?
me a second. Yep, I got you. Oh wait, hold on a second. I literally just woke
Hey,
up.
that
I
stream
got no
yesterday was
energy in me.
sick, by the way. Congratulations, that was awesome.
Thank you. I made a Happy Meal from it.
No, seriously, how much did you get?
I made less than I think my game night. But hey, it's all good, bro. It's the new update, right?
We're working. We're working on trying to like get it in a good spot. But I think there's work to be done. That's what we've been talking about on this stream as well. We're like, we got to do better. We got to do better. But I think we're like headed in the right direction. Is kind of like the like the understanding at the moment. Where's your head at?
Yeah.
Aiden?
My opinion. I mean, we talked on call about it. I think the KPP is outdated. I think nowadays with streaming, it's clipping. Everything's inflated and bodied. Let's be real. Everything's inflated. It's not just Kick. It's on Twitch, YouTube, everything, right? So it's like even record labels, music, right? So I feel like let KPP be judged off of like someone who can rate content, see how viral it goes with impact on clips, and see how it goes where community feedback. I feel like that's kind of the way that things should move on. And I feel like anybody that's on a Kick contract getting paid an hourly should be completely eliminated, right? I feel like the reason with Twitch, why Kick is so great is there's no favoritism, right? I feel like we got to get rid of all favoritism. We got to be consistent with every single creator. No creator should be on an hourly rate. And I think everyone should be on KPP.
That's the way it's going right now. So I think, yeah, hourly rates. So when we first started Kick, I think everyone was on hourly rates, and that was bad, right?
Right.
Would you agree?
Right. Yeah. Well, I agree because
Like
it's not really incentivizing the creator.
that was like a sad moment for live streaming in general when we had like, I don't want to name names, but like some really good content creators get like that hourly rate, and you saw what happened.
You get
right?
lazy. Yeah, you get lazy. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know. But what I'm saying is like, there's still people on hourly rates, right? So I feel like everything needs to be like I was recently on one, right? Not for a while, but I was on one recently. So I feel like every single hourly rate needs to be cut, and everyone needs to be on the KPP, so everyone could be incentivized to stream. Because I agree, the hourly rates were not good. It made creators like myself lazy. It made other creators lazy. I'm not gonna speak for anyone else but myself, but it does make people lazy, right? I think KPP is really, really good, bro. I love the concept of it. And I think it incentivizes people to actually lock in and try. Like in July, I remember I was going to London. I was doing this. I was doing Fat Camp. I was doing all this shit. And it made me like this KPP is going crazy. It's making me want to go crazy and do crazy streams. But when you give a fixed hourly, someone might sit there and play with their toes and finger their butthole all stream, and they get paid the same amount of money as they would if they had LeBron James on stream. So I think the KPP is an amazing concept. That's why I'm a huge fan of it.
Yeah, I like the idea that you mentioned before about like having some sort of like rating system. Like I don't know how that could work exactly, but like if you almost had, I don't know, again it's a difficult problem, but if there was like a set list of people that were like trusted authorities for rating streams, because I'll be right, like at the end of the day, like you could say have 1,000 viewers. Let's say someone has 1,000 viewers, right? And they're say playing Warzone, or they're stargazing, or whatever, you know, you want to use as an example of maybe not like incredibly high production sort of or expensive content. And then you've got say like, yeah, you're streaming LeBron James, he's still 1,000 viewers. Like that obviously maybe should be different, right? Like if you've gone to the effort, again, nothing against stargazing, nothing against Warzone, but I mean, if you've gone to the effort to like create like an insane stream and you still got 1,000 viewers, like, yeah, again, how do you sort of rate that, right?
Well, that was my analogy, right? I said I could sit there with Sweater and Marky and sit there and look at the stars and make just as much money, if not more. you know what I mean? So that was my analogy there. Been having like Tekashi 6ix9ine or like a Playboy Cardi on stream, and I can make way less. So that's kind of what I was thinking. Whether on Twitch, because Twitch already has like a mainstream algorithm, right? If I go to Twitch and I spam a bunch of 180s, which nobody wants to watch fucking ads. Let's be real. Nobody likes watching ads. That's why that's why I love Kick, obviously, because nobody likes ads. So when you go on Twitch and you spend a bunch of 180s, it'll incentivize streamers to lock in, do subathons and stuff like that, because they're solely eating off of doing content that's incentivized off of that or on Twitch, because you get the mainstream growth, you get the eyes, you get the algorithm and all that stuff. But the ads, it's unwatchable. Nobody, I would never, I don't want ever want to run ads ever again. I mean, that's the whole, Kick is, that's the reason why I love Kick. I know eventually Kick will have ads, but even if Kick or ads were to be on Kick, I would still never want to run ads. But I think like you're right. It's hard to find like a trust factor system, someone who could rate the streams and give like an extra boost. But for me, because we spoke internally about it. Like for me, brand risk, I made less, and you told me I should have made more, and I had to be manually adjusted. So if there's something that manually needs to be adjusted from you or Keel or Andrew over here, I feel like there needs to be a system in place because it's outdated, right? Like I shouldn't have to hit you manually and be like, yo, Eddie, brand risk, oh, you had this amount of authentic like viewers and you made this much, I have to adjust it. It never got adjusted. So I feel like there needs to be an internal system to adjust. Maybe it's AI, maybe it's a trusted team. I don't know, but I feel like that's missing,
Yeah, I think I must say, so like, again, we're speaking openly here. We're trying to understand a bit more about KVP. So there is a concept around KVP, and I've explained this to you, right, Adin? Is so like what we have is we basically take the last 30 days generally as like an average, right? And then we've got a protection. If you guys say above like, a certain multiplier on your average, we go, okay, hold on, this is a little bit suspicious. And we it's like protections, right? Because obviously if KVP, right, which pays out based upon its understanding of authentic viewers, if there was no cap on it, like basically what ends up happening is someone could find a way to somehow trick the system into having like 1 million viewers get paid like multiple millions of dollars or whatever it is, right? So we put together a few little protections in place, which I've discussed. I think we're going to change that and make it much more, much less strict, because right now if you say average 100 viewers and then you get 500 viewers, the system goes, oh, that's a big difference, and it starts to like penalize you, right? Which I think is wrong. Right. I think we need to fix that up. That's a legacy way of working, right? We kind of assume that like all streamers, like if you're getting like 100 viewers average, you're never going to really change that and it'll just like slowly increase. But the reality is sometimes you want to just play Warzone and play a really chill stream, which is fun. But then some days you want to, link up with Takashi 69, right? And obviously that means you're going to have like this situation where you go from here to here and you shouldn't be negatively affected. So I think that's something we can work on. I must say, it's not just like you saying that right now. It's not just us having this conversation. Even like internally, like a lot of the Kick staff that work with the partners across the English market, the Spanish market, all the Turkish markets, everything, they also have the same feedback. So we're gonna look to fix that up. I think KPP needs to be an evolving process. Like it needs to like basically evolve and continue to incentivize good streams. Because like you said before, there was a moment there for a while, right, where you were like heavy locked in, right? Like, how do we get you, like you as an example, back to that mindset?
Honestly, bro, like I've been having fun lately in my past couple weeks. But honestly, bro, like the locked in part in July, for example, I mean, look at my KPP. I was doing events. I was like, oh my God, like this is actually going crazy. Even if obviously there's bots in there, which there is inflation, right? You could still look at it and be like, okay, there might be inflation here, but then you guys had a patch where you're like, okay, let's tune down the inflation. Let's make KPP look even more real. Then I was making 30, 40 a stream. I'm like, okay, if I do a banger, I can make 50, 60. Bet, I'm gonna do more bangers. But here's the issue I have, and you just said that it's a strict system. You're basing off a 30-day process, right? LeBron James can't come in and drop 50 points every game. I can't do a stream with 6ix9ine every day. I can't go do a stream with a rapper every day or an athlete every day, right? So my point is, you're right. If I want to go do a Warzone, whatever, I could have fun do Warzone. But when my KPP drops from here to here, and you're telling me, Adin, and Akil's telling me, Adin, after this stream, I'm going to manually adjust you and give it to you more because you did get more viewers. It's just our system that's blocking it. I'm like, okay. So, and you pulled up my brand risk and you told me how much authentic viewers I had in there, and you're like, yo, you should have gotten 50% more, and you didn't. I still never received what I was supposed to get, what you told me, right? And I know that's confident conversation, but I'm open about it. I don't care. You could talk about my authentic viewers, what's real, what's fake. I don't give a fuck. People know. But what I'm trying to get at to you is to incentivize people, you need to have a system in place. We need to have a system in place, excuse me, because I am Team Kick, obviously. We need to have a system in place where we can all be like, okay, we shouldn't it should be manual, it should be auto. We should have a team to make people want to be locked in and want to be incentivized. Now, Eddie, I always give you your props and flowers on shit like brand risk, for example. You were the first person to be like, yo, this is fire, money, put on a great event, boom. We were talking about a Kid Creator show, same thing. So I will always give you your flowers on IPs. You helped me with Ozempic. There's just things that you've always been like, okay, you know what? I see potential in content creators and content. You've helped Ice in the past. And I love that about you. And that's why it works. But again, it works putting on the events and putting on the structure and paying for that stuff. But we need to find a way to boost the creators to incentivize themselves to come. Do you guys remember how crazy those KPP clips were going viral and stuff? All these streamers were fucking hitting you up, Eddie, be like, yo, I got oh my God, what the fuck is KPP? Boom, 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 boom. The clips went crazy. You kept saying, Adin, keep pushing it. I kept doing it. But now, I think that my viewers are all Indians or some shit. Because God, there's just no way. There's literally no way. I went from making. Never mind.
I think just back to what you said before, because you're with the cat stuff. So like, I think you're like in a unique spot where I think like you've got a very unique audience whereby sometimes you have a stream where you're like here, right? And then sometimes you have streams where you're like here, right? And to be fair, most people don't have streams like that. Most people are very consistent. Like I'm gonna say, like 90% of streamers will sit within like the same range, like pretty much every time. Like they don't go crazy because most people don't have the ability to say bring on a 6-man, right? Like it is a very unique situation. It is a very unique situation. But again, doesn't mean doesn't need to be addressed. I agree. It needs to be addressed. There's a lot. I'll give you an example. In the Spanish market, we have some guys out there doing like, you know, there'll be 10K viewers and they'll do this crazy event that's something like 200K and they're hitting that same problem you're speaking about, right? So I think, you know, we need to solve that. We need to solve that. But like, I was asking
sorry. I got Ice Poseidon in Tech Check, and Eddie, I think you're the only one who can drag him in.
Oh,
sorry.
really?
He's in the Tech Check channel. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind just dragging him in. Sorry. But
wait, Adin, just quickly before I bring Ice in and he starts talking, we're just talking with chat before. Yeah. Like, I'm just curious. I'm curious. And this is, again, you tell me if you don't want to answer this or not, but like, in your opinion, if someone has 100 real viewers, what do you think a fair KPP rate is? Like, genuinely.
100 viewers? I mean, bro, I haven't had 100 viewers in years. And respectfully, I don't want to speak on that because I don't know. But if I had to think like 1,000 viewers, I would probably say like a couple $100 an hour. I mean, I don't know. I honestly don't know, bro. Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what you think a fair rate is. Like a fair rate for like, because you're saying like, hey, look, KPP is not fair anymore. And again, I'm not going to argue with that on that, but like,
the best way to compare it is just what would someone on 1,000 viewers make on Twitch, right? And I think like if you could look at that and be like, if someone makes, because when I was averaging like, I could pull it up right now, honestly. I'll share my screen. You guys can look at it. But when I was averaging like 3,000-4,000 viewers on Twitch, for example,
I think we just got to like quickly just hold on. There's subs, right? There's subs revenue, and then there's like KPP. So KPP obviously isn't based upon subs. It isn't based upon ads. It isn't based on anything. It's just like a flat payment coming straight from Kick, right? So I think obviously like if somebody, there's actually a lot of really great streamers out there that manage to get their sub revenue and their KPP, right? And that's what it's meant to ideally do. You're meant to like obviously make your money from subs, and then you got KPP on top, right? I don't think one's meant to substitute the other. Is the way it's meant to look.
Yeah, no, 1,000,000%. And that's why, again, I prefer Kick because the ads. But you have to also understand, Eddie, there's no incentive to subscribe on Kick. There's no incentive unless you're supporting your creator. What do you get out of subscribing to someone on Kick? If I subscribe to you right now on Kick, what do I gain? Right? Emotes, and obviously I'm supporting you, but there's no incentive. So you have to also put that in consideration as well. Because there's no incentive, you have to also understand that's also why I should be allowed to kind of compare the revenues.
I don't know. I agree. I think some people sub.
Hey, I got one thing to add. Like, do you think that you could have gamed with Nick Fuentes on the front page of Twitch like you did on Kick? Do you think that Kick is a little bit more reasonable in the content that we like? We let you be you. We let you be you.
Oh, right? I know, of course, but that's we're welcome to 2025, and I said this many times. When DDG got banned on Twitch, and I even pick up the phone, I called him, I said, yo, come to Kick. They unbanned him like this. So Kick, you got Kick that's obviously making that comeback for people that let them do what they want to do. And that's just one thing I do want to say I always give flowers for. It's true. Kick really does put it to where you could do whatever the fuck you want to do, and you could be you. And that's what makes people in streaming genuine again. Because look, even Ice. Twitch did Ice hella dirty, and he did so much for Twitch.
IRL streaming. The worst deal ever.
Yeah, he got literally raped on Twitch, right? And he's the pioneer of IRL streaming.
I got fucked over on Twitch. Fuck that place.
Exactly. So my whole point is, I'm not gonna. That's why I always give flowers for Eddie investing in content and investing in this, and I always give Kick credit for that because I see Twitch creators and I see they can't even say the word retard, right? Like that's ridiculous to me. If someone says, "Adin, you cannot say retard," at this point, I don't want to stream anymore. I don't want to stream. That's what I'd say.
I do have a question though, Adin.
Yeah.
why do you keep saying you want to go to Twitch then, if that's the case?
Well, the reason why I was speaking about going to Twitch, and I thought about it obviously, and I had a long discussion with me and my friends about it. Obviously, I'm thinking about this in my perspective here, right? If I do a stream with 6ix9ine, if I do a stream with Playboy Cardi, I heavily believe, because obviously Twitch has been around longer than Kick, there will be more growth out of it for me, right? There will be more to gain out of it, followers-wise, traction-wise, impact-wise, and maybe even clips-wise now.
I want to counter that for a second. Like, you got how many clip views did you get from that stream yesterday?
Oh, a lot. I mean, but Tekashi's viral.
Yeah. But I mean, like, obviously, Kick supported that, right? So again, maybe Kick doesn't have as many organic people going to the just chatting section or whatever, right?
Yeah, I know.
But I realistically don't think people utilize streaming as a service to go find streams. Like, I think most people find streams off platform and then they tune in. That's just like the natural progression of what we see.
It's cool. Well,
but I think I'll fight you on the discoverability thing. I won't fight you, but I'll counter it. I think the discoverability that Kick offers and that like whole like massive clipping stuff, which we support you with, and we always will. I think kind of potentially offsets that. But again, that's my opinion.
Well,
I mean, dude, you're Adin Ross.
Off stream,
Twitch. They'll go to Kick if you're going live with 6ix9ine on Kick. They'll go for you, and that it doesn't matter what platform you're on.
Yeah, no, of course. But what I'm saying is, on stream, live viewers, on stream impact, on stream followers, on stream growth is better on Twitch, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But yes, you're correct about that. Clippers being paid for, all this stuff that you gain out of Kick, it's great. It's great. I'm agreeing with you. But obviously, if I do a more like, okay, if I did a stream with Donald Trump on Twitch, for example, right? Do you think I would have? No, I wouldn't have more. I wouldn't have had more views, Santana. No.
I don't. I think you would have been dropped. I don't know that they would have allowed this. You don't think so?
Nah. There was nothing in terms of service that I violated on.
Dude, they would have just banned you because it's Trump. They would have just been like Donald Trump. They banned Donald Trump on Twitch.
He was unbanned. He was unbanned.
Wait, what did Donald Trump get banned for?
But
hold on, I see you in that Rolls Royce. That hourly deal must be good.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, it's real crazy. Oh.
My bad.
Adin, if you want, I can help you out, dude.
Yes, put me on, bro. Nah, wait, Eddie, what were you saying? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
So no, I was actually just curious what Donald Trump got banned for.
Oh, I mean, dude, they were banning him everywhere. But my point was, if I did that stream on Twitch, Santana, you think I would have got banned? You think I would have got taken down? I believe that I would have had more viewers.
I think I see the crux of your argument. All right, and I think what let's take Donald Trump out of it. Right, let's take Donald Trump out of it. Sure. You have a big name. You have a big name on. Right.
Let's just say Cardi. Say Cardi.
Let's say Cardi. All right.
Sure.
I think that what's more valuable, right? In my opinion, okay, being able to do the content that you want to do with Cardi, Adin Ross, or having to like tiptoe around a TOS and water down your content for your community. All right.
I'm agreeing with you.
I think Adin, I think
and you spit facts here, man. Jeez.
I think you're at the point in your career where you can make money hand over fist. You can make money hand over fist. But I think you're at the point in your career, but that what's more important, like having authentic content that's true to you, or having to kowtow to a TOS that's bullshit.
Well, Santana, to be fair, rappers go on Twitch all the time and nothing happens, right? Rappers smoke weed, they sip lean, they do everything on Twitch. Nothing ever happens. I mean, like, dude, if I did Cardi on Twitch, I would not get banned. I'm just going to be real. I would have probably triple, quadruple the viewers. And, you know, it is what it is. I'm not, but to go back to your argument, you were 1,000,000% right. That's why I didn't switch to Twitch impulsively, right? I may have said it, but the reason why I thought about it is it's true. Like, if I get banned on Twitch, then what? Then what? For what? Because if I want to go on Monkey or if I want to make a funny joke to one of my friends, it's possible, right? But at the same time, I do think because of Kick's impact, I think Twitch has chilled out and mellowed out a little bit. I mean, bro, they didn't ban Hassan for shocking his dog. They unbanned a sexual predator. Miskip's not banned. I mean, dude, guys, at this point,
don't worry, I'm still for 10 years.
At this point, Twitch is people say, oh, Kick's the worst site. Twitch is pretty bad too. People think that we're the Germany of streamers. Twitch has some up shit over there too. So, but that's my whole point. That's my whole point. I like your argument, Santana, that you said about Nick Fuentes. If I were to do it on Twitch, I'd be out of there in 2 seconds. But that's why I told you impulsively, obviously, oh, Twitch, Kick, Twitch. But I agree to that. I agree to that point though. But that's my argument though. That I could technically do streams that wouldn't get me banned on Twitch and gain more out of it. That was my argument though to you.
I think to your point, like I think we have more agreement here than we do disagreement. I think KPP grows. I think what you're looking for is like, look, there's got to be a balance between hourly rate and KPP. What does that look like? And then at your point, like if I do this massive big event, right? Like what can I effectively gain from it? Like
Wait,
those are the two arguments that I'm hearing from you. Yeah.
Can I interject? I heard earlier, you guys were talking about KPP and fixed rates and all that stuff. Adin, you said if people get a fixed rate, they, stick with their thumbs up their ass or whatever. But I disagree. I think it depends on the person. Not everybody does that. Me personally, Kick has allowed me to do some pretty ridiculous content that I wouldn't have been able to do otherwise because, it makes sense financially. Whereas, you have other streamers, these guys, they just sat with their thumb up their ass because, well, they don't have the passion. They don't really care. They just like money. They just want money.
Yeah, well, I'm a victim of it. No, real shit. When I had an hourly rate, making what I was making, I was like, oh, shit, I'm just going to sit back and relax. So I agree with you. Now, Ice, I love you, but if I was on Adderall,
I just want to jump in for 1 second.
All right, if I was on lean, I would sit around and do nothing too.
Facts. I should have chose Adderall, bro, instead of lean. Up, bro.
I told you Adderall is way better.
You did. You said I'd be a god streamer, bro. I should have took your advice. No, sorry, wait, Eddie, real quick. To answer your question though, Santana, look, this is what I'll say. My whole thing on that is just Ice is right, but he honestly, Ice, I'll give you your flowers for that. You're one person. You're one of one. But Eddie will agree. 90% of streamers that got put on that hourly rate, a lot of them got lazy, right? And I'm a victim of it. I'm admitting I did too. So, but 90%, I would say, that came to Kick 2023, whatever, 2024, whenever it stopped, they got pretty lazy. I could admit. My bad, Eddie. I mean to cut you off.
I'll be honest. You one of the reasons you've still got an hourly rate is because KPP you'd be making more money. You do know that, right?
I know. I know that. And you know what,
Kick
Eddie?
hasn't been incentivized to move you to KPP because your hourly rate's like a super reasonable. Like you've never negotiated. Like you've never come and be like, Eddie, pay me more money or whatever, right? And you've kept your hourly rate at like the same rate for like 3 years now or 2 years. And like honestly, KPP would make you more money. So like the partnership team has never gone to you and been like switch to KPP because it would like make us less, right? So and you obviously like your
Ice. If you
I'm here to make you more money, Eddie. It's fine. I don't need more money. I'm grateful for what I get. I do not, bro. I have everything that I've ever desired in this world. I am very complacent. I do not need to have $100-200 million. I do not care about that. Like that's not necessary. You know what I mean? So I don't need to ask for more money. I don't need to, I don't care. Like I'm happy with what I have.
I think that this is more about the discussion of like there's like Adin. I think you kind of mentioning that the hourly rate's bad, but like again, it's pretty reasonable. Like it's not like out of this world causing issues. But I think it would be Ice. You know what? It would be good just to put you in the KPP one, just for like argument's sake, because you'd see what the numbers are and you'd be like, it's actually pretty reasonable. Because again, we got access to what you'd be getting.
The issue I had, as you told me personally, like there's nobody getting an hourly rate anymore. So that's kind of like where I was like, okay, well, nobody's getting an hourly rate anymore, then whatever. I didn't know, obviously, like you and Ice have your own thing, but that was my whole thing.
Well, this was, this is from, 3 years ago when I first.
I don't know, 3 years ago. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but I do stuff, so it's
and
it's not that much money. It's not that much money, like Eddie said. It's not like a crazy thing. It's just a pretty normal amount.
I don't want to go neck to neck on content. I don't want to go neck on neck who makes better, more, whatever content. But I had an impact on Kick too. So
I know you do make good content. I'm just fucking with you, but
I know. But I'm just saying like everyone's had that impact on Kick. I say you, me, Fuzi, Los, actually my entire friend group. Train obviously X, but yeah, bro. I mean, look, my whole thing is obviously consistency, right? Non-favoritism, but Ice, you do it, bro, and so I'm not gonna water that down, bro. You do it, so. But yeah,
I do my best to try to, but yes, I mean, it's you have done a lot for Kick and streaming in total. I actually said on stream yesterday. I said, I think you're more popular than Kai Cenat.
We don't got to compare anybody, but I do want to say though, Ed, an argument nobody really talks about either is like there are creators that have blown up from Kick. Cubs killing it. Neon, Fuzi had a crazy blow up. I mean, bro, like there are people that do blow up on Kick, expressing and being themselves from the clipping system. So that is something that like people don't really speak about and talk about. I would even argue that Los lately has a lot of clips going viral. I just think clippers in general, they're going crazy, you know, with the clipping, and that shit does make a big impact as well. You know, creators can come up off Kick, and Neon, especially Fuzi, like they were doing that shit before a lot of people actually came up on Kick, so which was cool.
Yeah, there's also I think we get caught up with all like the really really big names, but there's like I think more impressive, at least from our perspective as a platform, is those people who have started streaming on Kick with like literally zero audience, and now they're getting say 50, 100, 200, 300, 400 views. There's like hundreds of situations like that. Like we've got so many people that have started their career on Kick, and it just goes to show that there is a healthy ecosystem. The only reason there is a healthy ecosystem, people can do that, is because people like you guys came over from day dot nearly and created that ecosystem. Because obviously you can't have streamers go from zero to, you know, X amount of viewers unless you start that sort of, you know, ecosystem, which, you know, again, that's why you guys, we're sitting here having an open conversation about KPP and stuff, is you guys kind of help build this place, right? Which is pretty cool if you think about it. You know, I think back to your point as well, Adin, like, you know, whether people love or hate Kick, I must say, like the whole concept of there being like a monopoly otherwise is pretty scary. Like, you know, even people who hate Kick, I think they realize that like it definitely adds some really good, healthy competition, which I think, you know, if for whatever reason, and again, this is never going to happen, but if just imagine if Kick was to fall, right? Like there would never be another platform that would ever try to compete. That's the reality. No one else is going to try to compete. If Microsoft failed, Facebook failed,
I agree.
You know, everyone failed, and then Kick fails after like 3 years or 4 years or whatever that time frame is. Trust me, no one's going to try again. And at that point, like we're going to be looking at like the darkest days of streaming ever. Like that would be scary. Like as much as people hate on Kick and say, I want to see the downfall Kick, like you guys don't.
Yeah. Hey, no, I agree. Guys, Kick made Twitch better. I mean, it's a fact. I mean, we all know that. I mean, everyone here can admit that. Everyone in the chats, they can all admit that. So I agree to your statement on there, bro. Kick really helped streaming out a lot. It really, really did.
Here's another thing I'll add to that. Like, I know we all have our differences in what's happening here and how Kick is rolling out. And this is part of the conversation to be had with the community and how to make this better. The reason why I'm saying this is because in the last 2 weeks alone, 2 massive people have resigned from Twitch. We're talking about Twitch's global head of communications, and we're talking about Twitch's CMO, right? Like the CMO has been there for I think like 7 or 9 years, right? And just resigned. My point is something's happening over there, because I like to think of the pressure that Kick is adding within the market. But what I'm saying is that if we can smooth this conversation out and smooth this conversation out among the folks in chat, KPP is being wheeled out. Like KPP is a phenomenal program. My point is that I think we have a real chance here to start taking over the market in a real big way. And I know that live streaming is said like, oh, it's been going down in the last 2 months. Like it's the holiday months. This is going to be a slow time. But I think that live streaming is just going to start hitting its heyday as we get our shit together. And as these other platforms start to fall apart because they can't figure it out, man.
I agree with what you're saying. I think right now the streaming is dead. Not dead, but just less alive. I think it'll come back up. I think it'll come back alive. But yeah, I'm talking in terms of just like in general. People, I love streams. I watch Kick, but I'm not streaming. But in my opinion, bro, like right now, I feel like stream is hitting this spot right now where everyone's trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. You know what the fuck everyone's doing and shit. But I think gaming also is just really. But
why is streaming dead? Like, why do you think that?
I think that because streaming isn't only IRL content, right? Like, I feel like gaming is 100% dead. We could all agree on that. I feel like streaming's taking a big hit just because in general, like, people are doing shit. People are work, school, just doing shit. Holiday season, yes, you're right. It picks back up. People are on break. People don't have take time off or whatever. It's better, right? But I think that streaming will hit another peak when GTA 6 comes out. But I believe it's a little bit of a weird spot we're in right now. The whole.
I mean, I half agree with that. I mean, gaming is dead because all the gaming companies are, they're like greedy and like they just try to push, games for,
Exactly.
microtransactions and money and whatever. But
Yeah.
when it comes to like non-gaming content, I don't think it's dead. I mean, I think it's thriving pretty well.
Well, I'm just saying in terms of it being in a weird spot, a weird bubble. I'm just saying like that. People are everyone's kind of doing the same thing. I feel like, and everyone's just kind of doing like everyone's in this weird bubble. And maybe it's just my side of what I see. To be honest, I don't really see a lot of what you do. A lot, like I see it, but I don't see it a lot. And I'm just saying what's in my space. It's like repetition. Like I'm seeing a bunch of people doing subathons and all these marathons and stuff. And I feel like that is what kind of not melts it a little bit, but I feel like it kind of like takes some away from it. I'm not hating on it, by the way. People do what they want to do and they love what they want to do, but I feel like the saturation in streaming is kind of what I feel like is kind of making it, a little bit.
Well, what do you think that people should be doing that would move away from that saturation?
I think naturally it'll, I think like just how like industries die out and then come back alive, like music, for example. To me, rap music, I like rap. That shit's just trash right now to me. Like nobody's dropping music or whatever. It's like the same thing, right? Like streaming, like I don't know, like as a viewer, I'm not talking about as a streamer, by the way. Like people can rate my content, they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. I've had this past week was fun for me. I had a lot of fun doing the streams I was doing. But besides that, like as a viewer, I'm just like right now, I'm trying to like find more shit to watch for me. That's it. I'm just speaking for me as a viewer, not me as a streamer, me as a viewer.
I mean, I agree with that actually. I think a lot of people, a lot of Twitch streamers, a lot of streamers in general, they all do the same thing pretty much.
That's what I meant.
They just do
Yeah,
it. They do what works. They do the subathons. They all do the same stuff.
It's the same. Yeah.
It's because, yeah, I mean, it's just because, I mean, most of the Twitch streamers, they're just bad streamers. To be honest, they all just copy each other. There's no creativity. They do, the most minimal effort that gets the most money or the most clout, or they just clip farm. Everybody clip farms. Nobody does, nobody makes content for like long term sort of content. Everybody's a clip farmer now, which I think is very boring, because how are you going to watch a 6-hour stream of somebody clip farming? I guess if you have brain rot and you want to skip
fucking it up though. That's what's fucking the clips fuck up the streams, because you're right. The clips fuck up the streams because it's like you're watching a 30-second clip instead of watching a 5 or 6 hour stream, and people get more accustomed to that. They're like, okay, we can watch this clip of this viral moment, but you know what I'm saying? And bro, that's part of clipping. I'm part of that too. Ice, you're kind of part of it too now. Like that's just the way streaming's going. Obviously, Ice,
I'm not a clip farmer. I make story
You're not a clip farmer. I know, but you have clips. Clips go crazy though. Your clips go crazy.
I do have good clips,
That's what I mean.
But they are pretty random. Dude, I'll do an 8-hour stream that is super good content, and I'll have 0 clips from it because there's no context. If you don't understand the context, people aren't going to understand the clip. Most of my clips that go viral are the most random ever, that literally wasn't even content on the stream, honestly, but it's good for the clickbait. So,
but that's just streaming in general. That's not a Kick Twitch debate. It's just streaming in general. You know what I mean? It's not like Kick creators. It's just every streamer. It's just we're in a clipping era. So
I hate that. Streaming 10 years ago was in a much more.
Bro. Hey, when I would watch you load up on RuneScape, bro, and stake in the duel arena, I know Eddie knows about that too. Those are days, bro. And then nowadays it's just like fuck. Like scroll down Twitter, see the clips. All right, I'm off social media for the day now. Like whatever, let me get the fuck off here. So I get it though, bro. Like I get it.
I think, the big problem with clipping is I think like what ended up happening, people realized they became way more famous, way more recognized off clipping than they did for streaming, right? It took streamers to the mainstream. And I think people are just addicted to that idea of becoming like more well-known, better recognized, and you just don't get that reach in long-form content. And suddenly clipping came along and you can say the most outrageous thing or say something that resonates with a short 30-second clip, and suddenly you've got everyone like knowing your name going, holy da da da. And that at the end of the day, that's what kind of like I think people are really hooked on, is that is clout and fame, right? And yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. I think Ice, it's a bit of a wake up call when you kind of mentioned that, because it does take away from like long form content and building up a storyline and like actually investing in like the context. And It's kind of sad, actually. I never really thought of it that way, but it is a bit of a problem. It's going to change the dynamic, and it's changing kind of what streaming is almost, and where people put their emphasis. But again, I guess things just change, right?
Wait. While I'm on this call, Eddie, I had this idea last night. I want to buy a ghost town, and then I want to put all the kick streamers in a city, and then I become the mayor of the city, and then I'll make the streamers and like the sheriff and like like a real town, and then basically I'll value all the property at 500,000 per trailer or some like dog shit house, and then they pay 20% property tax to me. So I think that'd be good for the kick streamers and then very profitable for me. So can we make that happen? The kick ghost town.
Have you found this said ghost town yet? Is there one in mind already?
Oh, they're all over the place, Eddie. And you know what? I'll even build a statue of you dropping a plinko ball in the middle of it.
It's got to be a legit. You got to find a place that's legit suspected to be haunted, though. Like legit, like some crazy burial ground place in Montana, out in the middle of nowhere, man. That would be insane.
Oh, I mean, I was thinking about Texas, like desert towns, like they all wear cowboy hats. I don't know. I think that'd be very interesting if there was a streamer city.
That's just like, it's like a 24/7 KickCon almost kind of thing. Just anyone can rock up. And...
But you have
is KickCon coming? Is KickCon coming or not?
It's being spoken about more seriously, that's for sure. But I don't know. We might not need to do it because we got freaking Kick Ghost Town coming.
Hey, real quick to shift the conversation back to chat. Chat wants to lean back into KPP talk. Do you guys, Ice, Adin, can you guys give any thoughts? I know we've been talking about KPP, but for real, for the average streamer, like, me and Eddie were talking about it before. Like, we believe that KPP is the best thing going out there for creators, man. Like, for real, like when you guys see other platforms, you're across other platforms, like where do you see the state of KPP for the average streamer? I know we're talking about bigger things with bigger creators and, pay and hourly, but like genuinely, like I think KPP is the place to bring your audience in order to grow what it is that you're trying to do, your brand.
Yeah, speak on mid-sized creators because I don't know about mid-sized creators and low-sized creators, but I don't know. Ice, you can answer that. I have no idea how, because I know all your friends have the KPP, so I don't know how much they're making, how much they're doing, but I can't speak on
okay. For example, before KPP, all the streamers around me, they would just live off donations or whatever, and it was real hard. KPP nowadays, I mean, they're able to travel, they're able to do, their own content. They're self-sustained. I mean, KPP is the greatest thing that's ever happened to streaming. And I think if, more people just need to come to the understanding that if you're getting 500 viewers, you're a mid-sized streamer, 500-600 viewers. I mean, you could make, a good amount of money, way more than just subs or whatever. So, I mean, that's, what's the question? I mean, that's just the best thing streaming. I don't know, like, and then if you get more viewers from better content, you get higher KPP. I mean, that's a great incentive. Obviously, there's going to be people who are, kind of lazy and they're not going to want to do more content. They're going to be like, I'm okay with my $20 an hour. But I feel like most people will have that ambition and drive. They're going to want to get that, $80 an hour or something. They're going to want to try and get like higher viewership for that.
Well, Eddie, what do I do in my position? What do you recommend for me? Because you obviously the 30-day period, and then like if I do a brand risk, it doesn't check in because it's a 30-day grace period. So what do I do? Genuinely, I'm asking you for advice.
So I think there's like what we spoke about earlier, like the way that KP's done from the security perspective, where if there's like an abnormally high increase in viewers, it sometimes goes, okay, hold on, this is like cap. We need to fix that. We need to change it up. Like, I don't think that needs to happen. Right. I think what we need to do is we need to say, okay, we're going to like potentially whitelist streamers to make sure they get like completely, if they have like 1,000% increase in average viewers, we accept that. So I think that's an easy problem to solve. Okay. I think coming back to your question about what you should do, like just we had this conversation like literally a week ago, and I said to you, like, Aiden, just do like whatever you want to do. Like in terms of like go live on Twitch, go live on Kick, like get the best of both worlds. Like I was pretty honest with you, right? Like I said, like, dude, like
yeah, you give me your blessing. That's facts.
I was like,
you give me your blessing.
Go do Twitch, go do this, go do whatever, right? I said to you, like, I think, Kick is of course the best move, and the fact that, there's a lot offered here, and you're going to get way more in the long run. But of course, I said, mix it up, like do your big streams on Twitch. So I think it's up to you to kind of like go back and like figure out like what works for you. Like you might be right. You might be, you said before, hey, look, if I do this on this platform, I'm going to get like X amount more viewers. I don't know, test that theory, right? Test if that's truly the case. I personally think like you, because you are such a big brand and such a well-known person and already so established here, I think you're going to get the same number of like authentic viewers here on Kick as you will on like on Twitch. Maybe a little bit more there. I don't know, right? I think it's going to be pretty same for same. But I think then there's other upsides, right? On either side, right? I think Twitch is obviously much more recognized. Like everyone knows Twitch, and I think you end up probably getting more collab opportunities and all that kind of stuff. I think that's reasonable. Like there's trade-offs to both, right? But I must say, I think, whilst we're talking about KPP and it's not like you're a very rich guy, right? You got a lot of money, and maybe $5,000 an hour for you is not like good money, or 4,000 or 6,000 or whatever the numbers are.
Hey, that's great. If I can get $5 an hour,
wait, 5,000 an hour. Wait a second. Wait, what are we talking about? I'll take that. I mean, shit, give that to me.
Well, again, like that's what I mean. Like I'm saying, like it's good money. Like your KPP earnings are like public, Adin, right? Like you make them very very public.
I don't care.
So. Like,
I'm blessed, bro. I'm blessed. Like,
I'm going to say, like, that's
good comes
money.
Off as ungrateful.
You'd otherwise have to get yourself, like, I don't even know the math here, 2,000 subscribers, right? Like, that's hard.
It comes off like I'm a greedy, but I'm really not. Like, I'm not trying to be greedy here. I'm really not.
Bro, I'm not bro. I respect you. I really do. I think you're one of the greatest streamers in the industry. But, man, you are a greedy motherfucker.
Ice, if Eddie told me, hold on, Ice, if Eddie told me off stream, brand risk, you should have got paid 50% more, and I didn't get paid. How is that fair? Eddie even told me. Eddie told me he's gonna fix it.
You got $100+ million. Who cares?
And he got 50 billion.
I'm gonna say, Aiden, I forgot that I should have chased you up and been like, Aiden, here's the extra like $6,000 or $7,000 or whatever it was.
That's it.
I'll be honest.
Bro,
I kind of thought the same way as Ice. I was like, you're 100 million deep. I didn't realize 6,000 meant that.
You're 50 billion deep. Yo, give me $1 billion. Let me hold on to it for like 5 years. I'll pay you back. Come on, bro.
I honestly didn't realize it was that big a deal. Like, I'll get that one manually adjusted.
It's not about the money though. It's just a principle for me. That's why I was being a little lesbian about it. I was like, bro, you trying to play a little bit. I was like, fuck. I was upset, bro. I was hurt. You hurt my feelings. But no, I'm not greedy, Ice. Come on, bro. Ice, I give out money. I bless my. Come on, bro. I know you're
right. Okay, you do give out a lot of money. I'm kind of with you like halfway.
I know.
But the other half is like, I mean, if I was in your shoes, I put myself in your perspective. I personally wouldn't care if
you told me to retire. You told me to retire.
I mean, no. I mean, if I was you, I mean, $200 million.
You retire.
What are we doing, bro? I mean, dude, if I had $200 million, I would build my own city, bro. I would just live as a king in like some desert town with a bunch of people. I don't know, dude. I have different values. I don't know.
Well, Eddie's not retiring. Eddie's 50 billion up, and he's not retiring.
Well, Eddie is a different animal. I mean, if I had 50 billion, why are you not on fucking Mars, dude? I'm going to Mars and building a Mars.
I'm not taking Adderall. Leave me alone. I just got off lean. All right, let me break it at least a year. All right. Wait, you should. Hey, instead of Adderall though, you should consider doing meth. It's the same thing.
Well, Adderall is a little bit healthier.
No, it's not. It's the same thing. It's just a dope.
Whatever, dude.
Wait, what milligrams are you doing today? Be honest. Be open with me. What milligrams?
I do one 30 milligram extended release.
That's not that bad, right? How much is that?
30 milligrams.
No,
yeah, 130. It's not that bad. No, just 30. Just 30 milligrams.
Just 30. Okay. That's not that bad, right?
No, it's not that bad. That's what like teenagers take in high school.
Oh, so you don't even do it that much.
No, it's not like that. But yeah, I mean, all right, Adin, to prove that you're not greedy, wire me $1 million right now.
Eddie has $50 billion. Eddie's got 50 billion. I'll tell you what. I'll wire you 100K. Eddie wires you 900K.
I mean, there's no downside for me.
No,
Man.
bro,
I'll take
Eddie's
it.
more Jewish than me. We're all Jewish. Me, you, and Eddie are all. Santa, you're not Jewish, right?
I'm Latino. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, look, we have 3 Jews in this call. We're cooked, Ice. We're cooked.
Oh, hold on. I'm only 20% Jewish.
No,
here.
you're Jewish. It doesn't matter. You're Jewish. Wait.
Right,
What type of Jew are you? What type of Jew are you?
Well, it's like Russian,
Fine, I can tell your nose. It's in your nose. You're Jewish. It's okay.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Yeah. It's all good. Hey, you know what we should really do? We should make our own RuneScape private server and bring back the duel arena.
I mean, yeah, I'm down for whatever. I mean,
Eddie, hit up Jagex. Have you spoken with Jagex before or not?
I think Andrew, you have, right?
Yeah, we're connected. They like us. Dude,
let's go. Go time. Buy RuneScape. How much is RuneScape worth?
I think they're like sold recently for like a bunch of money. I don't know. They're owned by like some private equity. That's probably why they're doing all that microtransaction stuff, eh? But I don't know. That sounds like
Eddie,
a
how
big
you doing
headache.
over, man?
I think
It's like
like
3 in the morning.
running a live streaming platform is complicated. Like running a game like RuneScape, that would be a headache. Like that's even like a harder crowd to please. Like with live streaming, you definitely can't please everyone. Like with a game like that, you're fucked. Like you just cannot win.
Yeah, but you'll make so much money from the game, I feel like. If it's like
dude,
incentive.
if he buys RuneScape, one bad update and Eddie's face is going to be on the old school subreddit, thousand upvotes. They're going to be like, this guy for, updating this thing. I don't know. They're going to be.
What else? Eddie, you should buy North Korea or something. I don't know. Get creative here.
North Korea. That's right. We were going to send you to North Korea for a while there. You never did it though.
Yeah, no shit. No wonder you want me to die on stream? You want to get a clip?
Yeah,
come on, bro.
You're gonna go get those funds back that time. But
sure.
I went to the border of North Korea and then I got pressed by the military and they almost arrested me.
Nice. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If anyone's got an IRL stream in North Korea, you gotta do it. You can get permission, bro. There's a way to do it. You can get permission.
Wait, so you actually went to the border? When was
I don't
this?
think they have cell towers there. But.
Yeah, you went for the Somali trial, didn't you? You like ventured out to South Korea, right?
Yeah, I went to South Korea and then, he stream sniped me and I was like, he was like, unban me on Kick. I'm like, well, I don't have that power for one. And for two, you're a scumbag. So no.
Oh, you talking about the Somalian guy? What's his name?
Yeah, Johnny.
Johnny. That's right. Yeah, he streamed in Israel. It was asking people about me.
Is he
I
still
go to
streaming?
Israel. I stream in Israel.
I don't want to get by like a missile or something.
Dude, Eddie, how do you not laugh at? Okay, there it is. I was like, dude, come on, bro.
Hey, I don't know. I'm gonna be careful with you guys when you're cutting loose.
Eddie, is that offer still stand? Would you box Dan Clancy on brand risk?
Box Dan Clancy on brand risk. Ooh,
Yeah.
I'll be honest, like, dude, Dan is actually like a crazy healthy dude. Like he's like running around doing like marathons and shit, like riding bikes. Like
Dude,
I think he
he's
might beat me.
He's an old man. Come on. What are you talking about? Look at your arms.
Dude, I don't know. Like he's healthy. He's healthy. Like he invests in his health.
Bro, he jerks off all day. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, bro, he's just straight goons.
He flips OF models on stage like crazy. I don't know, man. Eddie, I think he might give you a run, man.
Honestly,
you guys insane?
A bunch of people hate on
65 years
Dan
old.
Clancy. Like I think that guy's out there doing a good job. You know, like he's like public. He's trying. Like you
Facts. He actually is.
know. But I don't
He's
know
doing a good
many.
job.
Like it's like a weird industry. Like you're not gonna be able to find like because you gotta keep in mind like that guy also has like a fuckload of responsibilities. Like he has to report to like Amazon and like try to make the thing profitable or whatever else he has to do. Plus everything else. Like man, that guy's he's a bit of a machine. Like I think he gets way more like hate than he deserves. Like that is not an easy job. Like if you had to be like a CEO of like any company, like Twitch would be like up there as like probably the hardest company to like somehow balance all that responsibility plus freaking dealing with like the public. And I don't know. He's doing all right. But if it came to boxing, Dan Clancy, I think you're right. It'd be a bit unfair. I do have an age advantage and probably like 20 kilos on him as well. So I think I think I'd do all right.
Hey Eddie, how you doing, man? How you doing?
He doesn't do shit.
It's 3 a.m. for you?
It's 3:30 a.m.
What time is it for you?
Holy, isn't it?
Yeah. But I'll tell you what. Listen, it's been a good chat. I think being able to kind of go live and talk about the KPP stuff has been all right.
Yeah, bro.
I think,
You know, come on, bro.
Way off subject now.
Nah. But it's cool to be off subject, bro. Damn, we can have a normal convo about life. And shit. How's your workouts been? How's your MMA workouts been?
I've done MMA in ages, man. I did it for like 1 year.
You stopped?
It was fun, but yeah.
You stopped going?
Yeah, I did.
Bro, you were looking jacked, bro. You were looking. Hey, you still are, bro. Like, bro, you were doing MMA like 5 a.m. You were. Damn.
Yeah, I'm just doing swimming now. I've found like this new love for just like doing like 3-4 kilometers of back and forth in a pool. It's boring as hell, but it's like really fun at the same time. It's weird.
Yeah, very nice. But no, it was a good call, man. It was a good conversation with all of you, bro. You know, Ice, I respect you heavily, and I appreciate your input on stuff. Eddie, you know, you as well, Santana. And like I said, Eddie, you know, like I said, bro, obviously I love being the genuine, authentic creator I am and meaning whatever I can say whatever the fuck I want and I have to turn my back and am I gonna get banned? So I thank you for giving. That's one thing I will say. I appreciate you giving me the, you know, that. Because that is real. Like, even like you brought up Cuff him earlier, like it's true. You know, it's true. Like, think about it. Like, Cuff him on Twitch, like he wouldn't be able to do monkey. He wouldn't be able to like have fun with and like he's someone I can enjoy and I can watch, right? So it's like you give people that freedom, and I will say that is all. And you're right though. Microsoft failed. These platforms didn't do it right, man. Kick is you know how it is.
No, it's a lot of people that have done that, right? It's you guys building it out. You know, obviously XQC train hundreds of other people as well for making the switch over, and I think, you know, there's a lot of people that can rightfully say like Kick is only here because they've taken a chance on it, and it is just one large community, right? And I'm only just very, very small part of it. Same with Andrew, same with all the stuff, right? So I don't know. I think we got a cool thing going, and we just got to keep working together. You know, who was that in your background?
Oh, it's Snaggy. Yeah, but I agree. I agree fully, bro. Fully agree.
Yeah, man. I must say, Snaggy's not doing well on KPP, is he?
Nah, he's really mad. But who gives a? I'm kidding. No,
Over or under after this call, I give it a 60% chance. Aiden's like, all right, dude, 50 million raise.
No, dude. Like, how Jewish do you think I am? I'm not that Jewish.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You would never do that.
Never. It's not even in my blood. Come on, dude. Eddie,
you know what? You got to teach me a thing or two about that, because clearly I'm doing it wrong.
Eddie, let Cuffham do his lean mukbang again. Come on, dude. Look, he was having a good time. It was fake lean.
Man, like,
yeah,
that was. Listen, I think Kick is all for like creative freedom, all that kind of stuff. But there is kind of lines we got to draw. You know, like I think that was pushing it a little bit. Yeah, I remember you were in the background of that stream. I had to call you up. Like he wasn't listening anyway. I'm like, Adin, stop this.
No, that was funny though, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. No, I can imagine it was fun for those involved. Yeah.
Look at Santana. Look, it's a joke. It's Kevin.
Eddie, I gotta go. I'm about to go dig up some dinosaur bones. So these guys have just been waiting for me.
Hey, that's all good, man. Hey, thanks for jumping on, Ice. Have a good one.
All right. I'll see you.
So, Eddie, Eddie, you're getting off too?
I know. I was gonna finish up in like 5 minutes or something, or.
Not yet, but hey, bro, it was a really good conversation. I appreciate you, bro, and thank you. And
good job yesterday as well, man. I was watching the stream. That was peak. That was peak. I think that was like, I don't know. I really felt it. I've said this a few times, but I really, really felt that was kind of like you back in your domain.
So the Islam Khabib one wasn't peak either.
Nah,
that was my favorite stream I've done.
It didn't hit the same. I don't know, man.
That was my favorite stream I've done like all month. I love that stream. You didn't like that stream?
No, I liked it. I mean, like, I felt like yesterday was more kind of like in your element. Like, I felt like you're more comfortable. Like,
like more me.
Yeah, I
for sure.
felt like
agree
that
with
was Aiden. That was like your.
I
I don't
get
know. That
you.
was more your domain, right? Again, just like I think in terms of how you felt, like you were relaxed, like you're having a good time, you're laughing, like you were. I don't know. It was good.
No, it was a great vibe. I appreciate that, bro. But look, Ed, we'll speak soon. Hit me anytime, bro. Santana, pleasure, bro. Thank you again. I appreciate you guys. I'll talk to you guys later, all right?
Take care, man. See ya.
Thanks, Adin.